Okay. All right. Well, we are live. August 9th. Were you gonna say something, Kai? What? Okay. So 2 minutes till market open, and VNI kind of looks like it's gonna be the one, up 102%. Though it's a little bit extended on the 5 minute, so we'll see how it looks in the open. Other one was HLBZ. This one's got quite a bit of a lower float. Recent IPO. This was the one that was in play yesterday, but I wasn't really very interested in it. Yeah. Okay, coming up in about 30 seconds till the opening bell. Nice. Market is now open. See what this thing's gonna do. Wow, that is a little choppy. Hmm. Well, quite the range on that first candle, $1. Hmm. I think I'm just gonna give this thing a couple minutes before I decide to hop in anything. The break of 50? No. Oh, okay. What are you doing? Oh. Depend on the top part. Just pull it off.
Oh, yeah.
NWSA. What companies is this? News Corp. Look if there's any news. Fine, babe. Ugh. I'm just burping and being disgusting. Well, it's gonna break out now. Tell me. Ah, that was a really weak break of 50 and then just flush. Wow. What are you doing? I'm just curious.
I'll still see.
Huh?
You'll see.
Okay. Patiently waiting for something to set up nicely. Got a couple things on watch list that I'm not interested in trading. This being one of them because it's 14 cents share. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Wait, a little chunk stuck. Okay. Dude. So get rid of that. Definitely get rid of that. I think that was the other one. I'll keep it there just in case. HLBZ is just gonna end up being the one. Put this one over here. Quite a bit of chop there. Yeah, this is good. You just want to go, or is it just gonna run into that resistance again? Yeah, I mean, look at that. Wow. Man, that is some tricky trading right there. I mean, that is another dollar share range candle, but it took that in literally through 2 seconds from 1447 to 13. I mean, that's pretty crazy. That was very whippy. It's, that makes me worried to trade this thing after that. Double top and then just flush. But there could have been some profit maybe from, but where's the entry? You know, maybe you get in anticipating this to curl and break through this resistance. But as far as I'm concerned, these candles are just dojis. There's not really any much for a pattern, which makes this kind of tricky to to hop in. Like I said, especially with these whippy candles, it makes it a little bit more difficult to trust. Um, so this one hopped up into a yeah. This one's halted. That's right. Okay, but that is out of a halt. Oh, interesting. Interesting action. Oh, the overall markets today are selling off a bit. Got the SPY down 0.2, and we got the Qs down a percent, just about 0.9. But right now, nothing really looks good. Especially, I mean, this is terrible. That right there, like this is gonna have to break out of this range for me to take any kind of trades on it because that's just kind of some yucky looking candles. Mag L's halted. Let's see about this one again. Really? Take this one off the list. Okay, it's halted down. So that's $74 a share. So this thing kind of seemed to be the momentum catalyst. So maybe that's why we're not seeing as much today, because this thing's kind of taking a poop. Chinese recent IPO. So yeah, I don't know if that's putting a damper on things or not, but it kind of seems like it. This is one I'm probably still the most interested in, is this VRNA. Is this just an earnings beat, or what is the news on this? Is it just? Oh no. Corona Pharma announces ensifentrine. Don't know what that is. Maybe some drug. Yeah, must be their drug. Meets preliminary endpoint in phase 3 trial for COPD. Okay, so that must be why they're popping. Yeah, COPD, I know that's a pretty prominent issue among older people and older smokers. Don't smoke cigarettes. Hmm. Still hanging out in this range. Maybe I should. Huh. Excuse me. Maybe worth the dip here at 14 for the curl back up, but nah. No, it's rejecting. Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of a tricky one. Okay. 'Cause, I mean, it sold, and this is what's happening. I mean, you see these wicks. It's selling off, and then is that true view op? Is this correct? Because I know I have been having problems with the view op in Weeble, so let's look at Thinkorswims. Yeah, and this is what the heck. The view op is at 13. I mean, this is incorrect. What? Okay. All right, back. And so far, still same case. Looks like VRNA is failing. It's kind of been a boring day. Here comes HLBZ. This might actually end up being the play. I'll throw this one over here. BZ. Okay. 25 is the pre-market level. Take 1,000 shares of this if I do. I take it here on a quick pullback for the retest, but ooh, 22,000 bid. Yeah, that probably was the dip right there. That was decent. Let's see. 22. It's just looking a little top heavy. I want to try it here, but I just don't trust it right now. Just give it a second. Hey, for this to turn into a red topping candle. Well, it's looking pretty strong. A lot of green printing. Let's try here at 20. 19. Yeah, I'm gonna be up for right now. Might have hopped in just a bit early. Basically a break even. This might need a 1 minute pullback before testing these highs. It was looking strong on these, so I only wanted to catch it if it was just going to come break through and squeeze out these shorts, but did not end up being the case. You already know this thing's short. I'm pretty sure this has a really low float too. Actually, I should probably double check the float. Oh, whoops, I forgot to put VRNA back over here. Okay, so according to what? According to Finviz, the shares float is only 1.8 million. Shares outstanding is 30 million, and the float is 32%. So this game could really squeeze then, but it's not like the Bulls are much in control today, though. It's the only thing. But name of the game sometimes is waiting for something to set up and present itself. So I'm not interested in really in chasing down any of these kind of B quality, C quality setups and range and chop. I mean, this thing is giving 80 cent, 90 cent, anywhere between 60 cent and $1 range candles. And that I do not enjoy trading. I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom though, so hopefully nothing pops off. Well, I'm back, as you can see, and still nothing. The two kind of leading ones, VRNA is just failing. Looks like it's about to break down below 1350. And if so, it's probably going to be sunk to the depths. Big strong green candle on HLBZ. I'd like to see this one go, but hmm. Overall market still red, still selling off. So always keep that in the back of the mind what the condition of the overall market is, not just what we're trying to look at. Hold on. So all right, trying to stay focused up. Just a little bit of a distraction this morning, but that's okay. That is the scenario you have to deal with the life of a trader. Is that you're doing work from your house, so sometimes house things happen. Now let's see if this is looks good, looks decent on the 5 minute. Obvious level right now is at 32. It's at 23, and then break at 25. Try that on the dip. Retest. No. It's kind of a double top. I wanted the quick break, not this hesitation. Yeah, this thing has had a double top at 25. This thing has not been good to me. I just have not enjoyed trading it since it's kind of been in play. It doesn't move very clean. Yeah, and here's a big pullback now. I don't know. Take a couple basically break-even trades on it. Might probably end up down 40, 50 bucks. But that's okay. Shoot. Yeah, the only thing I was kind of excited about this one, but it just looked extended when I got up and looked at it. I think it was actually, no, it was this range, and it broke out here. And I kind of wanted to trade a pre-market because the action felt better. It felt a little smoother. No, let's see what we can find out here. Yeah, scanners look kind of weak. Ooh, wow. Big bottoming wick there. Big bid at 22. 71,000 shares. And it just gets taken out. Yeah, man, I'd have a hard time trusting this thing. Because, like, I feel like after this much hesitation around this level, I could very much see it doing a false breakout, breaking out, and then flushing back down in the same candle. So be careful for that. I don't know. It's a pretty strong break. Is it gonna hold pretty nicely? Yeah. That dip at 25 was probably a good spot right there. I hesitated. I thought about it. Hmm. It's gonna make new highs. Try to get that dip, but I'm thinking I'm a little bit late. See if we can push. Ah, see, it's just man, I just feel out of rhythm with this stock every time I've tried trading it. 'Kay. I want to see this 5 minute candle close nice and strong. It looks like it's going to. 10 more seconds. Oh no. Just enough for it to close a little bit more ugly. If we can give a dip back down to 25, I will definitely take it. At 25. Really shouldn't need a 5 minute pullback. I mean, it's not very extended. Watching. Yeah. Yeah, there was 25, but it was looking a little bit heavy on the ass side of things around the level. Um, could just take a starter here. Half size. Let's try it. We'll hold on for a little bit. Leave with a backstop of about 24. Average is 28. I thought I got it a little. Oh, yeah. That sounds about right. 28. Man, that scared me. Turn that off. Okay, there's 30s. Hold 30s? Not really. I don't know. Somehow the price action on this thing just doesn't feel good. I don't enjoy trading it. And this is how it was the other day, too. I remember. It's really gonna be a false little. Yeah, I'm gonna be out of the trade. Whatever. Let's break even again. I just don't. I don't know. Thought about taking off the table here on this push, but thought if it was gonna break out, I'm gonna look like a chump. But yet another break even. It's basically all break evens today. Taking out how many trades? Yeah. Oh well. It's not my concern. Well, let's quickly stick this over here and see what else is going on out there. APDN selling off. EUEM selling off. I thought I took this one off my watch list. No, I guess I did. Do it right now. Not interested. VRNA selling off. RETO selling off. I mean, this is really the only thing that looks strong right now. PGY. Yeah. Yeah, there's a breakout. It's gonna be a false breakout this time. Yeah, look at these terrible break. I mean, this is what I expected here on the break of 25. Yeah, this exact thing. Now it's done that a couple of times, so I have ever more reason to be skeptical of it. Overall market still selling off. Got the SPY and our Qs. Yeah. Well, maybe something will pick up like I like did yesterday. But as right now, it's looking uh pretty cold out there in the market in terms of opportunity. I saw this false breakout coming a mile away after these couple of choppy candles, especially after this one right here. I think this is the one that yeah, it looked like it wanted to push there, and then it just, nah. And the charting doesn't look very clean. It looks okay. Hmm. See this one. Stick HLBC over here. And ACAN. This one, I don't think there's any news on it. It's just going. It's up 41% though. That's a decent move. Um, Decent volume. A little bit lighter. Ah. 52 for a high. This is another one where I'm a random mover and I'm not super interested in it right now. I don't know. A condo corporation. I don't even know. Oh, okay. Oh, this is a cannabis play. Okay. Sign multi-use plan agreement with Europol cannabis leader. Oh, I guess that's pretty good. Pretty good deal. Patience sometimes is the name of this game. Yesterday I almost called it because stuff was slow, and then it wasn't until about 11 o'clock market time, so about an hour from now for me, 10 o'clock my time, that this thing really started to move. So, you can't count the morning out too quickly. Granted, the most action and opportunity usually does happen in the first half hour of the day, but that is not a blanket rule by any means. Yeah, the ones that have kind of been running later have been the ones that I've done pretty well on, like this, and also QR and X from the other day. That was an afternoon runner. But anyway, yeah, so you can't get the day down and out too quickly. It's looking slow, like today. I've basically taken, I don't know, 5 trades, 6 trades, and they've all just kind of been scratch break-even trades. In fact, I think they're all little tiny losses, but I can try that break-even. It's fun. Oh, neighbor dog going nuts. We have a dog that lives across the street from here who loves to run and be absolutely crazy at anyone who decides to walk by. And I mean, that dog is wired to like does constant spins and circles in himself. Barks at people, and it just seems a little neurotic. I'll say that. A little bit, a little neurotic. I'll say that. Oh, that level sounds pretty good. Yeah, and here this thing goes to the depths. Could take a stab at it here for a dip, but that's just a dip and a pop. Maybe you get 4 cents. But NW's starting to move. I don't know. I'm interested in day trading this though, at least right now. Pretty decent looking move. Um, because the revenue's up 13%. Well, that's good. Manufacturers. Just an earnings catalyst. Nothing amazing, but sometimes these solar companies can make some big moves. I remember this one was in play last year. I tried this in January. Wow, I guess that's almost a year. It's a year and a half ago. Holy crap. Time goes by quick. But yeah, remember when I made this move over the course of like a week or two from 5 to 28, almost 30. So 6, 6x, 600%. Well, hey, I got a random like. Okay, that's right. Man, this is a dry morning. This is low. Well, let's give it a check. I know, this is curiosity. This thing's still selling off. That could kind of be why. Bursting a damper, because this was the thing that really fueled some momentum. And obviously it's down 65% on the day, which, yeah, okay. Let's check out the meme stocks that were really running yesterday. BBBY. So they ended up kind of coming down later in the day anyway, but yeah, down 7%. AMC down 4%. GME down 5%. So yeah, they ran yesterday, but not today. Granted, today has been, and I mean, the overall market is not doing so hot. I mean, it's okay. Not that the overall market has to be bullish for good small cap opportunities to come, but it certainly helps. It just adds more conviction to traders. I think at least it does. It would for me, and I would think that it would be the same for others. Like if there's just one thing running and it's kind of strange, there's not a lot of news, it's hard to trust it versus the market's been hot, small caps are popping, market's been, gapping up, whatever it may be. Those just all add for factors of conviction to actually make stuff, and then we don't get these because this is kind of convictionless in my opinion. This just isn't. This never seemed that strong. Then it ended with this big false breakout right here, and that's why I never really want to be in it. Granted, it could curl back up. That's why I'm kind of down and out for the day. It's up 36%, but I just don't know about it. ATRA. There's no news. All this news is saying is that leads losers pack. That's not a very bullish headline, I'd say. Oh, I see. I don't know. It's weird. What? Need water. Man, yeah, this is a tricky day. Just rather much of a slow day. Well, let's take a look over here. Whoops. Gotta see what we're working with for the day. These are my watch lists. And you can see how much red there is. I mean, a couple greens, but overall markets as well as most of these stocks are selling off. So that's kind of the overall sentiment of the day, which so it's not a huge surprise that there's not a lot. It's also election primary today, so that could be a factor in terms of I don't know, maybe there's just some concern about what's going to happen over the primary election, and that's why stuff's not moving or people are out voting. I don't know. I don't know what the factors are. All I know is that the leading gapper is to the depths. The second leading gapper still looks okay. It's above VWAP. But this is the one that I don't know, I've had a hard time trading it. Sometimes these trades work pretty well too, buying over the descending resistance. Potentially Trick could take this, but I don't want to force a trade right now, and it almost feels like it would be just kind of forced because it's a half-ass pattern. Decisions, decisions. Patience, patience. Whoa. Ugh. Ugh. Let me shake my monitors off my screen. People seem to like this. I don't really know much about this. I'm usually not interested in trading sub penny stocks. Or I'm sorry, sub dollar stocks. Yeah, today's been crap. I'm not trading TTOO. I have no interest in trading TTOO. Like, at all. I always am double checking, which is I hate doing. VWAP in Thinkorswim, which is Weebles, because Weebles always seems to reflect it lower than what it actually is. In this case, it's right on, but I think it's because this is coming into the open, the VWAP already at the price level. Now, if you take VRNA, for example, market opens and the VWAP jumps from 1272 to 1350 in a minute. That doesn't make any sense. It's not the accurate volume weighted average price. So I think your swim, it shows it. I mean, it goes up at market open because there's a lot of volume, but not that fast. And right now the VWAP is at 1314. Here it's at 1365, so it's a whole 50 cents off, or at least a 50 cents difference. Nothing popped up. Here's EFTR running fairly light volume, and I don't see any news. Yeah, all these little stocks that are popping, I'm just not interested in trading. I don't seem to have much going for them at all. Well, this is kind of the last hope here for HLBZ. This is VWAP. So it's going to hold this level. And if it does hold this level and pushes, and I mean, if we see some volume pick up in the next minute or two, or 5, and I wouldn't count this thing down and out yet, but it's kind of looking like it's close to running out of steam. These are just maybe some traders gonna jump on these on a day like today, but these kind of stocks are not usually the ones that I have any interest in trading. Yeah, these kind of situations that used to get me in trouble in the past are stocks that would pop up like similar to this with no news, light volume, and I try to get in for breakouts so that the breakouts end up being fake outs, and it just I don't know, these end up being more difficult to trade than they need to be, and it's like I don't know. It's all about trading is all about risk to reward, right? We constantly have to be thinking about that. So is it worth it? Trading something like this on low volume that here it goes making new highs, but not very convincingly. Bah, bah. Maybe some traders gonna jump on these on a day like today, but these kind of stocks are not usually the ones that I have any interest in trading. Yeah, these kind of situations that used to get me in trouble in the past are stocks that would pop up like similar to this with no news, light volume, and I try to get in for breakouts so that the breakouts end up being fake outs, and it just I don't know, these end up being more difficult to trade than they need to be, and it's like I don't know. It's all about trading is all about risk to reward, right? We constantly have to be thinking about that. So it
Someone was either going short or selling big size Titanic. Well, 28 bucks. I guess we'll take it. We sold that one position at 43 a little.
Yeah, and there goes HLBZ. Kind of like I was
Yeah, and there
thinking.
goes.
Oh, it's no. I stick around for another 20 minutes till 10 or 11 market time. Yeah, it's a good day to be a bear, I guess. Not a very hot day for the Bulls. Not in any fashion. Whoa. Yeah, well, this is just kind of like slightly like watching paint dry out here. There's like nothing popping up on scans at all. By the way, I always use YouTube channels Zendu for scanner. I highly recommend it. Go check out the channel, just look up no delay scanner and you'll find it. It's right there. It's free. Streams on YouTube every single day, and it's great. Works really well. It's where I find all my gappers, all my momentum stocks, all the stuff that's halted, anything basically to do with momentum trading. It's pretty good for. So I don't know. Kind of want to just call it a good break even day here. I'm probably down some, yeah, 50, but yeah, but that's fine. It's basically break even. It's half of a percent on the account, and I'm not gonna be mad about that on a day like today. I tried. I don't think that I took a couple positions that were a little silly on this. And I remember where was this candle right here, man. If this was where I was in, I thought this was gonna go. And then after this faked out. I really did not trust it. That's why I didn't hop in here. And then you could see false breakout, and down she goes. So with that, and then I tried taking one VRNA trade off the open. I think I tried to get. Yeah, I'm glad I only lost 10 cents on that because this thing was so whippy in the first couple minutes. I can't remember where I even tried trading it. I think it was when I dip of 14. Or maybe it was when it started coming back up and I was trying to catch the pop on one of these first. Try to catch a red to green. That's what it was, yeah. Try to catch a red to green. Um, whoa. Stop it. Don't need all that. Actually, need the top couple articles. Anyway, yeah, so. This one's to the depths. And then we just have these kind of random movers, therapeutics. Okay. Wow, I looked away and this thing broke out. Kind of. Now, is this gonna be the one that's gonna provide some decent opportunity? I'll put it over here and see what the level 2 looks like. EFTR. The spreads aren't bad, but there's just not a lot of volume coming in. No, it's decent. What I'm seeing here is MRSN. I don't think this one was a gap or no. Just no, it's gap up 70 cents or so. But oh. I just don't want to force any trades on a day like this when there's really not a lot obvious. There's nothing obvious right now. So everyone who's in my position trying to find something to trade is all kind of looking around. That's why people are jumping on these, but some of these with the lower volume, they get kind of tricky to trade and to really control risk. Well, not so much as control risk, but to actually have a decent risk to reward. Might try this once. 1,000 shares. Try it at 50. Just give it a second here if it wants to hold up. No, it does not. Yeah, I just don't know. These are gonna be longer hold times too if I'm gonna be holding for this because it's just slower moving and I don't fancy that about it. Keep approaching this 55 level. I hesitated to buy in there because these breakouts with low volume end up being just small and convictionless. It wasn't a false breakout though. Here you got it, 50. Wow. And there's a big loss. This is why I don't trade enforcing trades. That's why I don't trade low volume crap like this. That was so avoidable. Because I was holding decently at that level when I broke out above these highs. I thought maybe if we can get a pullback, it would get bought up, but it did, it did not. So I'm going to take a fairly hefty loss on that. Really? Just for it to come back up? It's insane. Is this going to be strong now? No. Man, it's gonna break to 70. I want to try the same kind of thing, but don't want to get caught again. Hmm. What's what's the pattern on this? What's the move? Just kind of watching and waiting. Man, this was tough right here. The big sell off, and that's where I got out, and then it pops right back up. Like that, they've got bought up really nicely. Ooh, it was a bit of a false breakout. Well, it got bought up. The dips on this one seem to be decent. I'm just getting in a little bit too quickly. And it's looking a little bit extended on the 5 minute now. Hmm. This one is just tricky. Guess it was a VWAP tap trade right there, right where I sold. It's disappointing. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just kind of looking at this way for something to trade, but I might be forcing it if I do. No, that's not any actually clean setups on this, really. This is a decent volume now. But there is not much volume in the market today. Okay. Yeah, basically a $200 loss today. This is so avoidable. I mean, looking back on this trade, could have waited for a bit of a better pullback. I got it at 55. Yeah. I'm just going to be in too early there. Get caught in that flush. How to flag it out. If you can break that, I might try a stab at it over that descending resistance. You might want to come down to volume weighted average price though before giving another leg up. So I look for dips. Let's try half size. So I can accumulate 2 dips. Well, it's 10 o'clock. I should probably call it a day here. I hate to walk away off that less, this being my last trade, but that is the name of the game sometimes. I didn't manage this very well. I forced this trade right here, but looking back, it wasn't a terrible idea, but this is also something I've gotten caught in a lot, is trying to buy dips off of strong green candles and then getting caught in flushes. Try one dip down here. I mean, it's just kind of been slowly grinding right now, selling. It's not much of a spot to be in. HQD and Megalar both halted. Probably down. Yeah, that's sad. See, down 80%. Man alive. Imagine if you shorted that. It looks like I'm gonna be out there a little bit too early. All right, I think I've got to call it for a day. Well, could have done better. It was a very slow morning though for momentum. That was really tough trading. There was nothing obvious, and I took my loss on something that I knew in the back of my head I shouldn't even really be trading. Something that was moving in a day. It's $1 a share, and like for lightish volume. Granted, this volume did some coming in after this, so can't say that. But yeah, it's just kind of moving in a day. No catalyst. Live and learn. And then I sold, and it bounced right back up. I mean, that's pretty crazy. That's a good, and usually it's strong after this, but then Alex, yeah, I bought 55. Wow, I had the bottom, but I was just out too soon. Yeah, I'm finding it hard to trust this thing. Damn, it's reading someone's 1,000 shares short this thing at market uh close. You're doing good if you're short. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think I'll call this a day here. Um, End of the day, down a little bit under. It's like 190. Oh yeah, 193. So it should have kind of been a break-even day, and then I took this one bad trade. But live and learn. It's part of the game. It's part of trading. I will be back another day to rock it. It's a beautiful thing about trading is even if you take a huge loss, I mean, if you let the emotions get the best of you, that's the hardest part. But you can always trade. You can always trade another day. There's always going to be more opportunities. So I've myself in the past found comfort in the ideas that after taking a fat loss, it sucks and it's discouraging, especially as a beginner. But there's always opportunities. I mean, this thing's up 80% of the day, so you tell me. But anyway, okay, I'm gonna get out of here. This is me signing off.